Good evening. You may be seated. Well, welcome to our version of the Academy Awards. We do this on an annual basis where new stars are not only recognized, but they're also destined to become tomorrow's outstanding global citizens. Mark my words, tonight you will be introduced to the brightest and the best the State College of Florida has to offer. I'm Dr. Bowman, Vice President of Educational and Student Services. In the program, Dr. Mears was slated to be the MC for this evening. However, our college comedian, otherwise known as Dr. Mears, also Vice President of the baccalaureate programs, was called out of town unexpectedly. So tonight, as such, we'll do our best to make sure that this is a night for everyone to remember, both honorees as well as those of you who are here to honor those who are getting an award tonight. I am fully aware of the fact that we're at least 2.5 hours beyond what most of us would call it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So I understand that one and would have to say to you that we will do our very best to make sure that we will move through the program very quickly. But I'm going to need some help from each of you as we move through this particular program. First and foremost, I would ask that because METV is here this evening and because we want to show our utmost respect for our honorees, I would ask that you would take out your cell phones and you would turn them off completely. Unfortunately, even just putting them on silent and then texting does show up on the METV, and we don't want to have it looking as though we've got Christmas lights going on because people are texting during the ceremony or taking pictures. So we would ask each of you to just put those aside for the next hour and a half. Aunt Matilda, whomever, will get to be able to speak with you later. You can show the pictures later, things of that nature. But please turn those off so we can get started. The second thing is that the way the program is set up is I will introduce a group of faculty who will then come to the podium and they will introduce the honorees. Honorees, what we will be doing is we will announce your name first. And we would ask as expeditiously as possible, you come up to the stage, either stage right or stage left, but come up to the stage. We ask you can stretch your stuff when you're up here, but we ask you to just take your time when you get up here, but when you're up here, fine. But we need you to be up on stage so we can move the program along because we have a lot of individuals that we're going to honor tonight. And lastly, what you're going to find is after each honoree is given recognition, both the honoree and the faculty or staff member are going to proceed off stage, stage right. And that is so that they can go and have individual pictures taken so that we have that for the archives, for our website, and we also, as you're probably aware, will have this on YouTube through METV in the future. So the key is everyone will follow out to stage right, and then you can determine whether or not the individuals on stage actually reappear again or not. I'll let you keep an eye on them as they come back and forth. So that's how we hope to proceed through tonight. I would ask at this point in time if all honorees could please stand in place so that you could be recognized. All honorees, if you could please stand and be recognized. Congratulations. So that we may proceed with the program, I ask our esteemed colleague, Vice President of Academic Affairs, Gary Russell, to open the program this evening. Gary?
Good evening. I have many deficiencies, but height is not one of them. But there's a step here, so I'm going to get up on it. I'm really very honored to be here tonight as we recognize the outstanding achievements of our top students. Honestly, this is one of my very favorite things to do each year, and I always sit in awe as I hear the specifics of each award and what it is you've done to earn them. And once I'm here, I can't help but feel incredibly humbled as I think about the realities of your lives. All of you have obviously excelled in your classes, that's clear. But I know that most, if not all of you, have a job as well. In fact, maybe more than one. I can also tell simply by looking, and in fact listening out into the audience, that you have families too, husbands and wives, girlfriends or boyfriends, parents, children, and you even probably attempt at some point to have a semblance of a life as well. And it's this realization which shames me. I've got one job, 3 dogs, and I sometimes feel like I'm overwhelmed. Being here puts me in my place, and I get a bit of a reality check. So again, congratulations on your exemplary record here at the college. I look forward to tonight's program and getting a chance to hear about the awards and to share in recognizing your good work. And I look forward to hearing more good things about you, whether you're transferring to another school to continue your studies, perhaps staying here at SCF and enrolling in one of our bachelor's degrees, or starting your career. Whatever your plans are, you've laid an excellent foundation, and I know that your futures are bright. Thank you.
I respectfully ask that you would all rise as Dr. Williamson comes to the podium and provides us with our invocation. Dr. Williamson.
Let us pray. O God, who gives knowledge to those who ask, and offers truth to those who seek, who opens doors of wisdom and insight to those who knock. We've gathered this night to recognize the achievements of these honor students, to mark the milestone they pass. Our prayer, as their parents, their teachers, their children, and their friends, is that this is only a taste of the opportunities that lie ahead for them, that they take the knowledge they have gained to find new and better technologies to keep us healthy, to end poverty, injustice, and oppression, to preserve this fragile earth, our island home, that they continue to develop the insight and wisdom to build peace in a world where too much violence is known, to build respect where there is too much disregard for human life, and that they never cease to seek the truth wherever it may be found, whether in a microscope in a lab, a quiet place on a hillside, or in the face of another human being. That we all may live our lives in peace and safety in the present, and to look with hope to the future. Amen.
Amen. You may be seated. First on tap tonight are the individual academic departmental awards. I will introduce the faculty who will be presenting the awards, and they will merely follow each other and present their awards from their respective departments. From the natural sciences tonight, presenting will be Mr. Chris Hazy, instructor, Mr. Eric Warwick, instructor, Dr. Anthony Gambino, professor, and also this evening will be Jane Filesticker, professor, natural sciences. First up will be Chris Hazy.
Good evening. This is a bittersweet moment for me. Bitter in that this will be my last honors convocation, and sweet in that after 12 years of dedicated service to this college, I am reminded once again that it's not about the staff, it's not about the faculty or the administration, but about the distinguished students. As I told Dr. Mears 5 years ago during my interview, when you put the interests of the students first and foremost, you can do no wrong. With that being said, it is my pleasure and privilege to introduce this year's recipient of the award for the Outstanding Anatomy and Physiology student, to Ian Vaughn. Ian, along with his wife, moved from Ohio to Bradenton back in the fall of 2009 in hopes of career opportunities in the Sunshine State. Having graduated with a license in practical nursing from Hocking College in Nelsonville, Ohio, he was able to transfer his knowledge and skills into employment in the medical field. It was in his current employment that his interest was piqued into pursuing the field of correctional nursing. This profession provided him with the challenges of applying his skills and knowledge in a domain that can sometimes be unpredictable. He is currently studying at the college to achieve his goal of a registered nurse. In my class, I was able to share in his passion and enthusiasm for the discipline and his delightful stories and adventures in carnival boat cruises. As he eloquently points out, as one advances in this field of nursing, the windows of opportunity open so quickly. Nursing is something he loves and hopes to continue doing for years to come. Congratulations, Ian.
Good evening, everyone. I'm honored to be here tonight to announce the Outstanding Student in Biology Award. To obtain this award, one must demonstrate the mastery of the concepts in Biology 1 and Biology 2. The individual whom we selected goes to Carly Petrella. Carly not only excels in the classroom, but is an excellent role model for all students at State College of Florida, as she serves as a student ambassador representing the college, promoting science education in the local high schools through an outreach program known as BASB. BASB is a national science-funded program that promotes improving science education and increase the enrollment in science, technology, education, and mathematics. Carly is a licensed phlebotomist and plans to enroll at the University of Florida for the fall 2014 to pursue a degree in physician's assistance. Thank you, Carly.
It is an honor to be here this evening to serve our students, and that is what we do here at the State College of Florida. We see them along their journey, and we allow, but for a brief time, to experience what they are going through along that journey. And it is my pleasure tonight to present the Outstanding Student in General Chemistry Award. And at this time, I would like David Lennerman to come up to the stage, please. Thank you. David's accolades go far beyond just the award that I'm going to give him, because basically every instructor that I've talked to has always said the same things about David. Top in my class, diligent student, always excels. And in the fall, he'll be going to New College to pursue either a bachelor's in biology or chemistry, and then hopefully off to graduate school after that. And I no doubt that he will excel in everything that he chooses to do. David? Now, my colleagues that were here before, and you'll see this happen throughout the evening, is David is getting a plaque from our department that he can hang on his wall. He'll be getting a certificate here to commemorate this moment. And Dr. Bowman always kids me about this one. The General Chemistry Award gets probably the heaviest book here tonight, probably, and that's a copy of the CRC Handbook of Chemistry and Physics. There you go, David. Now, David just went off because I get the pleasure of not presenting one award this evening, but I get the pleasure of presenting two. And this next student I have to call up, I can't say enough about. She came here at the age of 16, graduated at the age of 17, was accepted into our first group of LECOM early admission pharmacy group for this coming fall. So at this time, would Mandy Peebles please come up to the stage to accept the Outstanding Award in Organic Chemistry. Now, to give you an idea about this amazing student, she's not only graduated at the age of 17, but she was also a nominee last year for our Outstanding Graduate Award. She completed her prerequisites in pharmacy school, and like I said earlier, she's already been accepted to LECOM right here in Bradenton to pursue that doctorate of pharmacy. While attending SCF, she's been a member of Phi Theta Kappa, an active participant in what Eric said earlier, the BASPI program, the SCF Wellness Program, the American Chemical Society Student Affiliate Group that brings in middle school children for hands-on science days. And in her spare time, she's been on mission trips to Lima, Peru, and in health clinics and children's feeding centers in Hungary and Romania, just to name a few. So tonight, I have the privilege of presenting you with, again, certificate, a plaque for her wall, and hopefully in pharmacy school, a nice biochemistry textbook that will guide her through her first semester.
Good evening. It's my pleasure to announce in the stead of Dr. Ting-Fong Zhang the Outstanding Physics Award. Dr. Zhang regrets that he could not be here this evening. However, the student to whom he is presenting this award, Leonardo Murray, would you please come on down? Leonardo is an incredible young man who, still in his teenage years, has completed not only Calculus 1, Calculus 2, and Calculus 3 with extraordinary grades, but also completed Physics with Calculus 1 and Physics with Calculus 2 with the highest grades in the class. I will be presenting him with a certificate and a plaque.
Truly some of the brightest and the best that you'll ever see. The next group of individuals will be from the social and behavioral sciences. We have in our midst tonight Mr. Danny Firstman, who's assistant professor, who I believe will be giving several awards out tonight, and Ms. Suzanne Bechdahl, instructor and paralegal assisting program manager. Danny?
It's my privilege to be presenting 3 awards tonight, and unlike the sciences, our books are a little skinnier and probably a little more interesting to read. They're backstage, we're good. But the first award I'll be presenting is the Outstanding Student in Psychology. Is Rachel Arneson with us this evening? I don't believe Rachel could be here tonight, but I'll say a few nice things about her anyway, and maybe wherever she is, her ears will be burning. So Rachel was nominated by Professor Green, who has had her in several psychology classes, and really complimented her on her perception, her grasp, and intuitive understanding of psychological principles, her ability to work with others to help them get through the material, and doing all of this while balancing being a student athlete on our volleyball team. So congratulations to Rachel Arneson for that. The next award is for the Outstanding Student in History. Will Lance Schneider please join me on stage? Lance was nominated by Professor Paul, and the hard part was actually getting Professor Paul to stop saying nice things about him to keep the show under an hour and a half here. So Professor Paul said that in particular, Lance had an incredible grasp of not only history as facts, but historical analysis, that his writing, his ability to convey historical ideas really belied someone who was just approaching the subject for the first time. And Professor Paul said that he expects many great things from Lance in the future in the history field, and as such was very happy to pass on to him a short guide to writing about history. Congratulations, Lance. The final award is the Outstanding Student in Political Science. Will Donald Evans Reimel III please join me on stage? It's very difficult for me to think of all the things that I'd like to share with all of you about Evans, because I have known him for 2 years, actually, this semester. I first had him as a dual enrolled student in my American government class, and despite it being a class of 55, Evans clearly shone through with his intelligence, his grasp of the material, his ability to write an incredibly incisive research paper, and just his personality, his ability to work with others, despite the fact that he would often be the first person raising his hand to answer a question, rather than any sort of resentment. Everyone was really happy to be in the class with him. Evans has also taken our Model United Nations class twice, and as part of that was in fact one of only 2% of the 700 college students at the Fall Model United Nations tournament to receive an individual Outstanding Delegate Award. So. In trying to decide what book to get for Evans, I sort of crowdsourced this to my political science friends on Facebook, and my best friend called me up and said, well, you like this student, right? Obviously, and you want him to be interested in political science, right? Yes. Then why in the heck would you get him a political science book? So, he suggested, and I thought it was a great idea, Nate Silver's The Signal and the Noise, which not only will help you refine your analytical thinking, but maybe someday you too can be a world-famous New York Times reporter.
Good evening. The paralegal program has 5 awards this year, and I would like to begin with Salvador Servin. Sal? Sal is receiving the Outstanding Associate of Applied Science Student in Paralegal Legal Assisting, and we've always enjoyed working with Sal. He does an excellent job and appreciate all of his hard work. We would also like to honor Destiny Davis. Destiny is receiving the Outstanding Associate of Applied Science Student in Paralegal Legal Assisting Award also. And it has been a pleasure to work with Destiny and watch how much she has grown in this program, and we appreciate your hard work very much. Next, we would like to recognize Jeffrey Robinson. Jeffrey Robinson is receiving the Outstanding Associate of Arts Student in Paralegal Legal Assisting Award. And Jeffrey is just a wonderful person to work with, and also a great lawyer for the mock trial that we had in civil litigation. And appreciate very much all of his hard work in that area. The next award is for Stephen Rush. Each semester, it is always a pleasure, I should say each year, it is always a pleasure to find or recognize a student who has an excellent talent in the legal research and writing area. And we're recognizing Steve for his excellent and outstanding legal research and writing talents and appreciate his work. Last but not least, I want to recognize this evening Jody Bell. Jody's receiving the Outstanding Associate of Science student in the Paralegal Legal Assisting Program, and she too was an excellent lawyer in the mock trial for civil litigation. And it has been a pleasure working with with Jody this semester and for the last 2 or 3 years, actually. Thank you very much.
Next, we have the language and literature area. We have the distinct pleasure of having Ms. Anastasia Bolzanowski, and instructor, and Dr. Priscilla Granville, assistant professor.
My name is Anastasia Bojanowski, and together with Dr. Priscilla Glanville, we're very honored to recognize 6 outstanding students from the Language and Literature Department, and we do have plaques that we'll be presenting on behalf of Norton and Pearson. So our first recipient tonight is Catherine Estigariba. Did I say that? Did I say that right? Catherine is being recognized for creative writing in fiction. She has an expert ability to craft multiple narrators. Moreover, her settings allow readers to fully share her character's experience, and her fiction has been described as an absolute joy to read. Congratulations. Our next recipient is Shannon Wooster. Is Shannon with us this evening? I don't know that Shannon could make it this evening, but we are recognizing her for French. She had never spoken French before this year. However, she was surely meant to be one with the language. Her mastery of French has risen steadily all year, and her explanation of this is that she simply loves the language. It is more than clear to all of her professors and classmates that this is surely the case. So congratulations to Shannon, where she is. And I'm going to have a student return to the stage. You might have seen him before, Lance Schneider. Lance is being recognized for German. Thank you. And he's demonstrated not just proficiency with the language, but also leadership in German studies. In fact, he set the pace for the class and amazed both his instructor with his dedication and also proficiency in the language. Congratulations. Our next recipient is Madison Coker. Is Madison here tonight? Madison is being recognized for her excellence in literature, and I can say that Dr. Glanville and I have fought over this student. We love when she's on the roster. She made me the most excellent mobile that represented Percy Bysshe Shelley's poem Tonight, and it is a pride and joy that I hang in my office. She has keen insights to literature, and she's on par with well-advanced literary scholars. Her work, both analytical and creative, displays a nuanced awareness of culture and gendered implications. She aspires to teach literature at the college level and no doubt will be a wonderful addition to the field. Congratulations. Our next honoree is Janet Carinza. Janet is being recognized for the award in Spanish. She is currently in her 4th semester of Spanish, and despite a very busy home life and many professional commitments, she is extremely successful in her studies. In fact, she is the highest grade point average in our class, which is no easy feat, having to juggle so many things. Her professor attests to the fact that she exemplifies the outstanding student. Congratulations, Janet. And last but not least, we'd like to honor Roger Tornay. Roger is receiving the honor for speech. Roger's speech professor described him as passionate, articulate, authentic, and charismatic. Every time he stands to speak, his audience listens, which, when you have a captive audience of 25, is no easy feat. They do so because they recognize his competency and also feel his sincerity. No other student his professor affirms is more deserving of this award. Congratulations.
I'd like to now introduce to the podium Ciolte Olzinger, Associate Professor of Mathematics.
Good evening. This is my Halloween costume, by the way. Dress up like this twice a year. And I'm going to present 2 scholarships today. And the first one is SCF Award in Developmental Mathematics. The award in Developmental Mathematics was created for students who have found success in mathematics after initially taking developmental math courses at SCF. This year's winners are Caroline Da Silva, unfortunately she's not with us tonight, Dustin Holley. Our next award is Mathematics Memorial Scholarship. The Mathematics Department at State College of Florida established a memorial award to honor deceased faculty members George Cash, Jane Early, Andrew Green, Grant Steller, Ray Woods, Don Gordon, Gil French, and Ron Breitfelder. The recipient receives a cash award and his name is engraved on this plaque, which stays permanently in the math department. And this year's winner is Daniel Glazer.
Next, we're most honored to have Miss Anita Weaver, introducing several from the area of dental hygiene. She's also program manager, and we also have Brent Shane, academic fieldwork coordinator.
Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm glad to see so many parents and supportive people here with us today. We'd like to honor 3 of the graduating students from the dental hygiene program, Miss Samantha Adrian, Miss Monica Perez, and Miss Danielle McCanna. Would you ladies come forward, please? We are really proud of all of our graduate students, but these three ladies have really exemplified what a dental hygienist is in a professional community. Samantha has been elected by the faculty as the Outstanding Clinical Accomplishment. She will receive the Golden Scaler Award. Now that's that thing that they pick your teeth with, only hers is going to be gold. It's a statue, and she will be honored with her name being added to the plaque in the dental hygiene clinics for outstanding excellence. We also have a certificate for her. If I can find you, Sam. There you are, sweetie. Next is Miss Monica Perez, who has been designated for the Colgate Toothpaste Star Award. The STAR stands for Student Total Achievement Recognition and Community Service. This young lady volunteered to help in our dental hygiene clinic when we saw underserved children in our clinic on Saturdays to provide dental health before she was even selected to be in the program. She also carries more clinical hours of community service than any other student in her class. And we want to recognize her with the Colgate Star Award for 2013. Monica's name will be added to the plaque in the dental hygiene clinic, and she will also receive a plaque to hang in her office when she gets a job. The third hygienist that we're going to recognize today is Danielle McKenna, and we're going to recognize her for two outstanding things: for the outstanding academic achievement with the highest GPA of anyone graduating in her class, number one, and number two, she's been selected by the faculty for her patient education and patient advocacy and her caring nature with her patients in the clinic. So we have two awards for Danielle. Her name will be added to the plaques in the dental hygiene clinic, where they will be there for other people to see. Thank you very much.
Now our faculty in art, design, and humanities, Mr. Drew Webster, professor and chair, and Mr. Jamie Tracy, assistant professor.
Good evening, everybody. I'd like to call Joy Johnson forward to receive the award for Outstanding Occupational Therapy Assistant Student. I want to congratulate Joy and let everyone know that she was nominated by her classmates for her service as both their leader and class president, and for her encouraging manner with supporting them, her positivity and enthusiasm, and for providing excellent communication, taking initiative on projects to serve the community in fundraising with breast cancer research, autism, and also excellent clinical care serving the community, people with disabilities. So congratulations to Joy.
Got so anxious, I got ahead of myself on that one. So now we move forward to the individuals that we would like to recognize this evening as we move forward in the arts, design, and the humanities. And presenting will be Mr. Jamie Tracy.
I'm presenting 3 awards, all scholarship recipients for our department in the arts and the studio art in particular. First up, we have Soheeb Sok. And all 3 of these students have pieces in our student art exhibition, which you can see in our gallery. anytime during the week. So has a stone sculpture that he created that's pretty ambitious for its design. So thank you. Next up is Chantel Verone. And part of the requirement for some of our scholarships is students are to donate some time to our department and work, and Chantel's been working extremely hard in ceramics for us all year. And last up is Yahaira Arusa Reyes. I saw him. And Yahaira's scholarship was a little different. She received an incoming student scholarship. She graduated from Booker High. And we just found out this week, sorry to embarrass you, that she got accepted into Cleveland Institute of Art after I forced her to apply, because that's where I went to college, and got a much larger scholarship than I got. So congratulations.
Next, I introduce Mr. Del Jacobs, Professor and Film Program Manager.
Thank you. The recipient of this year's film scholarship is Amanda DeMace. This is the first film scholarship that the Department of Art, Design, and Humanities is giving, and hopefully it will be the first in a long list. Amanda began her studies at SCF in fall 2011, and after graduation this spring, she plans to start her professional career in Los Angeles. Amanda served as president of the SCF Film Club and has written and directed several short films, including one recently in the Sarasota Film Festival. Last October, she represented SCF at the Austin Film Festival. So on behalf of her fellow students and crew members, as well as the faculty and staff at SCF, I'm pleased to present her with this award.
And now the ever vivacious, most talented Ms. Melody Dickerson, Music Program Manager.
This has been an evening of awards. We had our first ever music awards presentation tonight over in the Student Center with about 100 students participating, and it was a fantastic event. And so these students I'm going to give an award to have just recently found out they were the recipient of the award. I'd like to call again to the stage for another award. He's already received one tonight. Our outstanding freshman student, Daniel Glazer. There are some students who lead by force of personality, and there are some students who lead by example. And Daniel is one of those students. I arrive pretty early every morning and I leave pretty late every afternoon. And almost every single day, Daniel is here before I get here, and he's here when I'm leaving. He's practicing in the practice rooms, and it really shows. He was the top scorer in his freshman music theory. He is very involved in the SCF Music Educators Club. And he is also a member of the classical guitar ensemble and played a solo recently in a concert. He is in the viola section, the principal violist in our orchestra as a freshman, and won at our state music symposium. He won in the strings category. Not only that, he is just an outstanding leader. We just think the world of Daniel, and we're so happy he'll be here next year. Daniel Glazer. And our Outstanding Returning Student Award is another person that just really displays the highest academic ability, talent, drive, and motivation since beginning her studies here as a dual enroll student. She was actually in my music appreciation class, and then she told me, oh, I am going to come and be here as a music student, and I was very happy. So I'd like to ask Esther Dickman to come to the stage. Esther also found out tonight that she won the top award in music theory for our second-year music theory students, which is a very difficult class. She's a member of Phi Theta Kappa. She's performed as a soloist with the choir with the orchestra on our music student showcase. She was our student artist representative at the Music Symposium this year. She has been an award winner at our National Association of Teachers of Singing competitions. And this past year was named to the Gloria Musicae as an apprentice, the professional music, choral music entity in Sarasota. She's a member of the chamber choir, the concert choir. She plays the piano. She's a section leader, and she also was the student conductor of the choir. Really, she can do anything. Trust me. And she found a newfound talent at our last showcase production. She found out that she was a fantastic spotlight operator. So I'd like to give this award to our outstanding music student, Esther Dickman.
This brings to a close the departmental scholarships, and I would like to recognize, if you will, with me, all the work, the energy, and the passion that the faculty who have given these presentations tonight have put forth in honoring our honorees. Thank you very much. We now move forward into the academic team recognitions. It's my pleasure to introduce Ms. Christine Dwyer. It's Christina Dwyer, Assistant Professor of Mathematics and Advisor for the Brain Bowl team. Christina.
Thank you. I'd like to present the award for Rookie of the Year for the Brain Bowl team to Mr. Eric Arazo. Eric, please come to the stage. Eric started with our team in January. 2 weeks later, he competed in his first tournament and scored 9th in individual standings, including getting 3 powers, which in Brain Bowl means that he answered questions before they were complete or really even had very much information available. At the regional tournament a few weeks later, he again placed in the top 10, and he placed actually 5th. And he will be majoring in energy management. So congratulations, Eric. Next is our Player of the Year, Miss Mandy Foster. Mandy, please come to the stage. Mandy has served as team captain for the past 2 years. In 2012, she was named to the Florida All-Academic Team. She is a competitive player, and her strength is quickly determining which of her teammates has the correct answer to a bonus question. Mandy placed 16th in individual standings at our sectional tournament, including 2 powers. She placed 6th at the regional tournament, and she will be majoring in engineering at either University of Florida or University of South Florida. Congratulations, Mandy. And now for the Brain Bowl Team Awards. Jose Yantas, please come to the stage. Jose's area of specialty is Latin American history and culture. Jose placed 20th at the regional tournament and 39th at the sectional tournament. He will be studying marketing at University of Central Florida next year. Lisa Beth Zuniga, please come to the stage. Lisa's areas of specialty are religion and psychology. In 2012, she was also named to the 2012 All-Academic Team, and she will be studying criminal justice at University of South Florida next year. Maria Elisa Manantan, please come to the stage. Maria's areas of specialty are chemistry and general knowledge. She placed 41st at the sectional tournament and will be studying biochemistry at University of Central Florida. Napoleon Pompey. Napoleon's areas of specialty are art and history. He placed 25th at the sectional tournament, including one power, and he placed 19th at the regional tournament, and his major is economics. Abraham Sanchez. Abraham's areas of specialty are astronomy, paleontology, and physics, and he will be majoring in aerospace engineering at Embry-Riddle. Naeem Chaudhry. Naeem's areas of specialty are languages, culture, and mathematics. Naeem placed 26th in individual standings at the sectional tournament, and he will be studying East Asian language and culture at New College. Mandy Foster. Mandy's areas of specialty are music, literature, and mathematics. And Eric Arazo, Eric's areas of specialty are science, history, and mathematics. And all of those students will be receiving certificates off stage.
Thank you, Christina. And please welcome back now to the podium for our mathematics Olympic team, Mr. Alte Olzinger.
Good evening again. I'm the coach of the Math Olympic teams at the State College of Florida. And this year our members were Naeem Chaudhry, he was out there, Alan Jackson, Andrea Lapstow, David Lenderman, Ryan Murphy, Nathaniel Musitano, Maximiliano Ronda, Daniel Vieira, and Desong Zhu. Please come forward. And out of this group, Ryan Murphy and Desong Zhu are not among us. So I'll meet you. Yeah. Next, I'm the advisor for the Math Club, Zeta Xi, and the Math Club Service Award this year, Daniel Glazer, Andrea Lapstow, and Emra Ozjanar.
Now welcome back Amy Firsting, instructor of social and behavioral sciences with a very special scholarship award.
We're reaching the point in the program where I know that the clapping is starting to hurt your hands. So I have 16 names. I would ask you to just wait till they're all called, and then I'll save you 15 rounds of clapping there. And anyone who knows that one of their friends, family members might be backstage because they were just called, make sure that they come see me afterwards out in the reception area so I can give them their relevant materials. So it is my distinct pleasure, and in fact, really the highlight of my year, to present the Raymond L. Scheidler Endowment Scholarship. So I'm going to announce the names of the 16 winners, and if they could join me on stage, and then we can applaud for all of them at the end, because they're certainly deserving. Andrew Visa, Mary Fuller, Tanner Hawksford, Jessica Hughes, Elena Corbett, Charity Miller, Andrea Moutinho Oyuela, Katerina Puhacek, Elizabeth Ramos,
Casey Rich, Caitlin Ruiz, Maximiliano Ronda, Daniel Rosabal, Nikki Rule, Melissa Schufler, and Tracy Silver-Smith. On both sides of it. The character of an institution is built by those who help shape its history. Ray Scheidler was one of the original 8 faculty members of what began in 1957 as Manatee Junior College. Long after he retired, Ray remained an active force as our official historian, collecting, collating, sifting, and sharing the history and triumphs of the college that he so loved. But his deepest passion was his fervent commitment to the value of a liberal arts education, an approach to learning that transcends the boundaries of specialization. One of the hallmarks of Ray's commitment to SCF students is the ARC building here on the Bradenton campus that bears his name. Another is the Raymond D. and Janet L. Scheidler Educational Endowment Scholarship. Each year, students who have distinguished themselves in their liberal arts courses are awarded a scholarship as the result of Ray's generosity. 16 recipients were selected this year by a faculty committee representing the disciplines specified in the endowment. Please join me once again in congratulating these fine academic students for their accomplishment.
As we move forward and further into honoring individuals with scholarships, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce Ms. Priscilla Pam Stewart, Professor of Art, Design, and Humanities, who this year will be culminating 54 years as an instructor here at the college and will be carrying the mace. Congratulations, Pam.
When I started here, I used to have breakfast with Ray Scheidler. He was the son of a liberal arts professor, and I was the daughter of a liberal arts professor. So I know what that scholarship meant. Okay. I'm representing the Phi Beta Kappa Association, not Phi Theta, but Phi Beta Kappa, which is a 4-year institution, honorary, nation's oldest academic honor society. And it was founded at the same time as the nation, 1776, during the Revolutionary War. So, Phi Theta Kappa is the community college equivalent. This is a rare and wonderful award. The initials stand for, in Greek, the love of learning is the guide of life. Our local alumni chapter has been around about 50 years. It's consistent of, excuse me, I've talked too much this week, preparing for finals. It was founded about 50 years ago by retirees, alumni, and I was a beginning teacher in my 20s, so I think I'm the only surviving member of the charter group. Sarasota Manatee Phi Beta Kappa Association. We have been given the chance to offer a scholarship to one student each year. And I would like to call Charles Burns.
I would ask Herschel Johnson to please step forward on the stage. Herschel is coordinator of student life, and he will be presenting the Wayne Galbranson Academic Scholarship. It is our honor to present this scholarship. May I ask Adina Bridges, Anna Rivera, Margareta Williams to please come to the stage. Wayne Galbranson was an SCF student and a single parent at the time and an active member of the Student Government Association who, while he was here, sadly passed away. To honor Wayne's memory, fellow student government members, students, and family have created this scholarship, which has helped hundreds of single parents for over 20 years. Criteria for the scholarship includes a minimum of a 2.75 average, completion of at least 30 credit hours, be a full-time student in good standing in the previous semester, and having the undaunting task of being a single parent, yet fulfilling all the responsibilities in moving forward in reaching their dreams in higher education. This year, SGA, in collaboration with our SCF Foundation and the 11th graders in our collegiate school, all participated and are proud to present a scholarship check to these very deserving parent students. Congratulations. I would ask Herschel to remain on the stage as we now have the privilege of presenting the 2013 Image Awards. I would ask Lugans Charles, Dylan Courtney, Claudia Maylene, and Jeff Webb to please come to the stage. This award recognizes students who exemplify the ability and fortitude to overcome life's challenges that might otherwise have kept them from succeeding in college, and who truly embody the image of the State College of Florida's focus to provide a supportive, personalized environment for unparalleled student achievement. The State College of Florida is proud to present the 2003 Image Awards. This started back in the 1980s, and a very specific emblem that was designed is now transferred onto a medallion that each of these will receive so that they will remember that this was a special time in their lives and one that we know that as they work on their portfolio, they will begin to not only have a lasting impact on our campus, but they will provide a legacy for others to emulate. Truly outstanding. We congratulate you and thank you. As you can see this evening, we've had a tremendous number of our rising stars, and we've had the opportunity to welcome and honor them this evening. Before we move forward with the charge to all of our honorees, I would first like to thank all of the presenters, all of the individuals behind the scenes, and I think someone who should receive a special honor is our interpreter. And I thank you for being here this evening and providing all of us with that special talent that you have. We thank you very much. A little bit like the Academy Awards, we did not release in any of our programs the names of the individuals who received each of the awards. It's my understanding that the envelope has been opened, and as you leave the building, you'll be able to pick up a listing of all of the honorees for each of the individual departments and scholarships that we had this evening. It is now my privilege to introduce Ms. Rebecca Williams, our Phi Theta Kappa advisor, as she will provide a charge to all of our honorees.
Good evening, everyone. So Dr. Bowen continues to refer to tonight as our version of the Academy Awards, and I think that's a perfect description because everybody who has received an award tonight is truly a star here at SCF. You guys are the Brad and Angelinas, I guess, of SCF, so congratulations to you. You've made a name for yourself here because you continue to exhibit excellence in everything that you do. So I actually have an easy job tonight, which is to charge you basically to continue doing what you're doing. As you move forward and you earn your bachelor's and master's and doctoral degrees and you start exciting new careers, keep setting the bar for everybody else around you and keep redefining what excellence means. So congratulations to you tonight. Thank you.
Go forth as today's stars and tomorrow's global citizens. We applaud each of you. Have a safe evening. Good night.